Yo, what is up, everybody? Starry Ray here, and welcome back to another Steelers recap. In this video, we're just gonna be talking about the awful L that we just took to the Buffalo Bills, 38-3. It was just a bad experience as a fan. It was just awful watching that. Everything went wrong. And nothing went our way, and some things went our way. There's some takeaways that we could have, but overall though, it was just an awful team loss. We did not look good. For the first half was just awful, frustrating, so frustrating. Yeah, man, it was just a really bad loss. Credit to the Bills, I guess. Credit to Josh Allen for getting me fantasy points. There's two positives that I can take away from this. One is that Kenny Pickett looked good. Kenny Pickett looked pretty good, I guess. He went 34 for 52 for 327 yards and one interception, which is pretty okay, I guess. I mean, all he could do was pass because the run game was nothing. The run game was, we stopped running the ball in the second half because we couldn't run. Yeah, the numbers are going to be inflated tremendously. But he did look good. The offense looked good once we started passing, obviously. But we were just so far behind. We were literally so far behind that there was nothing we can do to ever catch up. And the other takeaway, maybe positive thing we can get out of this, is that hopefully this is the breaking point for the coaching staff to make changes. I think we've been saying it forever now. Everybody, all Steeler Nation has been saying that Matt Canada offense is just not working. It's not working, and it hasn't been working. The run pass is just broken. It's not good. It's awful. It's literally awful. Run pass is just devastating. It's so brain dead. It's literally so brain dead that we do run pass just so often, and it never amounts to anything. It literally, we don't do anything when we run pass. When Ben Roethlisberger was the quarterback as well, it was run pass. It's just, oh man, it's so frustrating because we see what we can do when we pass the ball and we get Kenny Pickett to throw. Najee Harris had 11 carries for 20 yards and he averaged 1.8 yard per carry. 1.8 yard per carry. That is just, man, that's really bad. When we do run pass, it's a 4 and out. It's a 3 and out. Honestly, it's a 3 and out. We don't even get to 4th down. It's a 3 and out, man. And those 3 and outs give our defense no time for rest. And that's why our defense just kind of crumbles, because they're getting no breaks. Sometimes they are getting smoked. I won't lie. Sometimes they are getting smoked, and they're just not making the plays. But I feel like a majority of the time, it just comes down to they're being tired because our offense is not giving them a break, and our offense is not giving them any reason to be motivated to play. If we could get this offense going, I think the defense follows, because I think our defense is pretty good. We had them for like 2 drives where we were stopping them, and I was like, oh, okay. I think it was around like 10. I think it was like, yeah, in the first quarter it was 10-3, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe we still got it. At 10-3, I was like, okay. And then the second quarter came and it was 21-0. They scored 21 points and we scored 0 in the second quarter. That's when it was all fell apart, but that's because our offense was not doing anything to help our defense. When I watched Mike Tomlin's post-game interview, he said, that he is willing, it's obvious that they're going to make changes on defense. Some defensive players are going to get swapped, and it's also the coaching staff is also going to be, swapped around a bit, which I'm very, very hopeful for. We'll see what happens. That's another takeaway, that I think we hit rock bottom with this 3-38 L. With only scoring 3 points is just awful, man. It's really awful. We had times, there is some coaching decisions from Coach Tomlin whether to go for it on 4th down or not, that I wish I wish we were a little more aggressive, but at the same time, I think one of them, there was a penalty, a pre-snap penalty, which we got to get better at that. Penalties are really killing us. But yeah, I don't know. Tomlin's going to be on the hot seat for sure, because obviously he has to sign off on, Matt Canada's offense. He's going to sign off on the plays and everything. So I think he needs to be blamed as well. But, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to automatically just say Coach Tomlin should be thrown out because, you know, there's some legacy there. He gets legacy with us. But yeah, hopefully we just get some different, like just something changes. We need change. We got Kenny Pickett. He's the start of the change, and now we need the rest to follow suit. We need coaching staff to be changed, or just, you know, someone. We just need changes for our offense, and then I think our defense will follow suit, because it's an offensive game. We know that you need to put up points to win games, you know, and our defense can do it. Our defense did it, like game 1 they scored points for us, but that's not how you win games, you know. That's just not how you win games. Our offense needs to help our defense, and our defense going to help our offense. That's just how it works. It needs to be a team. It's not a team. Honestly, right now, it's the defense and then the offense. Like, it's just two polar opposites. We need them to mesh together to be able to help each other. And I think once we get that going, then the run game will start to get going as well. So yeah, I really hope this is the change, man. This is the breaking point where shit happens. Honestly, shit happens. Some sad news that happened as well is that Pat Freiermuth left the game with a concussion, which is, you know, sucks. It feels like ever since Tua got hurt, we've been seeing more concussions. So yeah, hopefully Pat Freiermuth is all good. Another player that I want to talk about is Chase Claypool. I think Chase Claypool needs to step up a lot. Chase Claypool is honestly, I think he's going to start falling out of the lineup. Just because he's not that productive. He had 5 receptions and 50 yards and 10 yards average, but there's like throws where Claypool could have had it and he just didn't. Diontae Johnson had a couple drops too. George Pickens is the standout, obviously. 6 receptions for 83 yards, and he averaged 13.8 yards with the receptions. Yeah, George Pickens is, like, I think Kenny Pickett's number 1 option, and then it's Diontae Johnson, and then it's Claypool if you want to be that. Maybe Pat Freiermuth. I think Pat Freiermuth should probably be the 3rd option, but as of right now, it's Claypool. Zach Gentry did get a lot of receptions. He had 5 receptions, 43 yards, and 8.6 yards with that. So yeah, it just really depends right now how the offense is gonna go. I think we have good receivers. It's just that catching right now, they're just not catching the ball. I feel George Pickens is, but like Diontae Johnson, Chase Claypool, they're not really stepping up that much. I mean, they're making plays, obviously. Diontae Johnson had like 2 where it's like should have been like receptions. He just didn't get his feet in. And then George Pickens had I think it was George Pickens, he had a crazy catch that Mike Tomlin didn't reveal. He didn't challenge. So yeah, but yeah, Chase Claypool needs to step up his game. He's literally like 6'4", and he just doesn't play like it. Yeah, like, it's just really sad. I think he should be so much better. It should be like that. Those 3, George Pickens, Diontae Johnson, and Chase Claypool, should be the 3-headed monster of our offense, you know, our 3-headed like offensive receivers, you know, just going crazy, but they're not, you know, are just not, they haven't yet. And that's the most frustrating part about the Steelers. We have great players. We really do have great players. On paper, they stand out, and any team would want them, but we just can't put it together. We just really can't put it together, and that is the most frustrating part about the Steelers. If we can somehow figure this out, I think we could be really good, you know. We have players, and it's just something needs to happen where our offense and our defense can just sync up, and then I think we got it. Once we could get that going, once we could sync up, I think we have it, because Kenny Pickett is looking good. He's looking really good. I'm very happy with him. He has moxie, you know, he has charisma, he's confident in himself, he wants to fight, you know, he's a gamer, as they say. But yeah, Kenny Pickett, you know, I think he's legit, you know, I think he's legit. And then, you know, we have George Pickens, and we have Najee Harris, and Jaylen Warren's been a standout as well. Rushing, he's been really good. And we have a great defense. We have great defensive players. Minkah Fitzpatrick, TJ Watt, Cam Hayward. Like, we have players. It's just like we can't put it together right now. And I feel like as soon as we're able, I think this humongous loss is just gonna put it together. I really hope that this is like the time where all egos are put aside, and we got to put it together. Everybody should be like just called out. Everybody needs to be called out. Everybody needs to have their name thrashed around for them to have, just come back. We need no more egos or anything, just football. But overall, that's kind of how I feel about the Steelers this week. It was a bad loss, but I don't want to overreact. I feel like I didn't overreact. I feel like I played it kind of safe, that like this is how I truly feel. But like I didn't want to. I'm not just like fire everybody, burn the whole team down and all that. Like I seen some fans do on Twitter. It's just, I think right now we're in the growing pains. I think Tony Romo said it the best, that we have the pieces, and in the future we're gonna be good. And hopefully this is where it starts off. I've been saying, hopefully this is where we start to just find out how to win. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the Steelers this week. What did you think about this loss? Where do you think we should go from here? I hope to see you in the next one. Steeler recaps are always going to continue going, don't forget. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.